Hello, everyone. This is Maria Melendez here with the Greater North Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We're excited to be here today. We have someone very, very smart here that's going to help us how to have a live demonstration. Actually, he's going to do a live demonstration for us where we can learn how to organize and run our business, work our business from anywhere and get more customers. So that's usually everyone's goal. First off, I want to say, introduce Acela Garrett. She's our Madam Chair at Greater North Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Hello, Acela.
Hello, good afternoon. I suppose it's right afternoon. And I really appreciate everyone that has joined in and all of those that will be able to watch this later on and learn. These are our Lunch and Learn series. And this is the last one that we'll have for this year. So it will be available on our Facebook page. It will be available on our YouTube channel. And we will put that information up for you right after it's done. Really appreciate you, Juan, for being a part of this chamber. I know since you've come in, you have personally helped me a lot because the burden of the newsletter was, one more thing. And so you've taken that over, and I really appreciate you doing such a great job for us. So thank you so much. And I don't want to take any more time away from you. I think we're really looking forward to learning more about your own creation. You are the founder and the owner of Mavware. So we can't wait to hear more about it. Thank you, Juan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm here just to serve you, your community. I'm not trying to just get money out of your pocket, because that's what most of the sellers tries to do without any value. No, this is kind of like exchange of value. This is a tool that I created for people that is trying to grow more startups and small businesses, that they can scale up in their operations and become more efficient without hammering your budget. So I'm going to start sharing the screen, and I will appreciate if you guys can confirm that you can see my screen in a few moments. So let me just go and share my screen. So can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, well, that's it. That's what I need. So this is the main website of Mavdesk, and what Mavdesk is basically a cloud application that you have now available in your smartphones. If you have Android, you can just go to your Mavdesk or your Play Store in your smartphone, and then you just search for Mavdesk, like this word right here, and you should see this icon with the official app that we just released a few months ago. And you will be able to achieve any goal that you have in your business by way of organizing your work. You can achieve even more collaborating with your people or internal teams, and expand your business by serving your customers. So as a rule of thumb, all of those that you have been dealing with customers, the better you treat your customers, the better you get more customers from happy customers. It's very, very difficult to get customers from unhappy customers. As you can see, nobody wants to recommend you. Nobody wants to give you a thumbs up. So it's an essential part of your business to have a happy customers, and a customer will be happy and I have been a customer, you have been a customer at some point. And when you engage in business, like with Mavdesk or with your business in particular, what the customer wants is to be treated fairly, to know that your voice is heard. And whenever you have a problem, you want to get the resolve as soon as possible. And that's some of the features that Mavdesk provide to you. And no matter where you are, no matter if you are in your physical office, if you are in Mexico, in a trip, or in your house, whatever you are, as soon as you get access to Mavdesk, you can create a virtual office for it. And we're going to go through all that process where you can add these kind of features that you have right here, like task and manage files. That's the main three features you want to use Mavdesk for. So you can organize your work by having a task management software where you can create different tasks for your business, and organized by your product and your reason. So we're gonna go through all that kind of stuff in a second. Also, you wanted to use Mavdesk to handle your customer service too. We have some tools that you can use to get information or tasks from your customers. And if you have recurring customers, this is something good for you, because you can create them a guest account and plug them into your team or your virtual office to work with you and let them create tasks for you. So you don't have to. So usually the customer is the one that knows very well what the issue is. So instead of you trying to submit a ticket for him with your own words or your own understanding, let them create the issue or the task for you. They know all the details. They know what's going on wrong in their own words, and with their own files and views, they can just create the task for your team. You can get that information in your virtual office and then distribute it among your teams. And even Mavdesk can help you do that automatically. So the other thing, the other part or feature that Mavdesk help you a lot with is the remote collaboration. So as I said, so you create tasks for a product or a service that you have, and the task is being created for a reason that generates work in your end. And you don't have to be a business owner. If you are a student, there is a subscription that is free for Mavdesk. And if you're just learning, or you have a team, or you are an employee or a manager with a team to manage, then this might work for you. You can have a virtual office where you can create tasks and you can organize them by reason or project. And that way, when you are creating a task, you select the product and you select the reason why you are creating the task, and that information is being used by Mavdesk to automatically distribute it to the appropriate people within your organization. So how can you start? Well, this is kind of like unique features that we have. You can download each task in a PDF report in a zip file with all the information, like files and images and everything for your records anytime. You can have this known fixes info. I'm going to go through that in a minute. This is very helpful to reduce recurring issues in your, or known issues in your business. Create task HTML button. It's a code that you can integrate in your website and allow your visitors or customers to create tasks for you. We have also the capability to manage multi virtual office. If you have 3-4 businesses and you have 3 different offices or 3 different isolated group of people, then you can create a virtual office for your insurance company, another virtual office for a coaching office, coaching life office, or if you are also in the and work with another business for like marketing agency or whatever, you can have those 3 businesses within the same account, and you have different offices. Those offices are isolated. The office 1 doesn't get to know what the office 2 is doing, and that kind of stuff. Mavdesk background agent is a feature that we have where for more well, it could be small business owners as well, but medium business owners and big companies where they have a ton or thousands of products or services and customer databases and that kind of stuff. We have a way to configure all that within a file instead of having you to type in thousands of customers, and that's this feature that we offer as well. And it collaborate with your business partners by using guest accounts. This is another example of collaboration improvement. So you have your business right here, and if you are a broker, for example, that you have multiple services, and you got the services or products from a provider, and you are selling it to another customer. If that customer is a recurring customer of yours, and you have a recurring provider, you can create guest accounts for free for your partner, your customer, and also for your provider. And you can control the customer service. You can enhance it. So, for example, if you sell shoes, but you are not the manufacturer for those shoes, and your customer is saying, well, I have a problem with these shoes, if you cannot resolve it, you can just reassign that task to your provider, which is the manufacturer. And then you can say, hey, this customer is having these issues, whatever, and you can control whether they interact or not. That kind of, do you have any questions at this point? I know this is kind of like a lot of information. I want you to have some time to digest and see if you have any questions for me at this time. And no questions?
I think we're good so far. Go ahead. We're
okay.
getting it.
Okay, so how can you start with this? It's kind of like beautiful on the website, but how can we actually do it? This is a pricing right here. For personal, it's like free, and we have the other paid subscription. This is what costs for a team. These are the users and the features. This is for teams, which is more than one team in a subscription. This is for a huge company with around 50 users, and that doesn't mean that you just have 6 ones. If you need more, you can scale up and then bought more users in your subscription. And if any of this doesn't really work for you, just go to the contact page or shoot me a text message in this chat or whatever. We can schedule. We are offering a free online consultation for you guys to make Mavdesk fit for your business if this is not something that makes sense for you. So how can you start? So if you see, there are a couple of buttons like this, start for free, right? So just click in there, or you just, if you download the app, you open it and you're gonna see something like this, right, in your app. And you just need to go and create a new account. You can either create a new account, or from the website, which is usually simpler, just go start for free. And then you go and you need to provide your email for security purposes. Let's say one of my emails is maverick1364@gmail.com. And my user ID, I want this to be one company, for example, right? This is my login. This is my admin, or I will say admin company. And this is going to be my user ID, right? And your password, whatever password works for you. I'm not going to tell my password because that's a security concern, right? So you just create your password here and your company name. Let's say this is Juan's business, or whatever you want to call it, right? Then you just, here is the privacy policy and the term of use that you can read before you select this checkbox, and then create your account. At this time, the system already creates your account, and we're going to send you some email. Let's see, email aren't already exists in our records. Email you enter already exists. Okay, let me see if I can do this. It's just another email. And the same information, right? Again, click in this to acknowledge that you read the privacy policy and terms of use. And let's see if that works. Okay. At this time, your account is being created. You just need to select what version of Mavdesk you wanted to go with after you analyze this thing. But usually before paying, it makes sense to try it first, right? Start for free. And let me see. Let me just click in the start for free so you can try it and see if this fits your business or not, because it might not be a fit for your business, right? So usually go start for free. And it says that you will go, the Mavware will go and install the free edition selected for your Mavware account. Just say okay. And at that point, the Mavdesk personal edition, which is the free one, is being installed um, in your account of Mavware. You have a Mavware account now, and as you can see, it expires never. So you can have this for life. All we're asking back is your feedback, your honest feedback, if after your evaluation this works good for you or if not. So just go and sign in, and you're gonna get into, well, let me just go to you have to go to your email. So let me just go to my email and see if if you go to your email, then you have this activation code, right? If you don't find this email, then you need to go to your spam folder, because sometimes this is still like consider a new, where's my spam folder here? Well, in this case, my junk, to see if it's there. But in this case, I got it. But so sometimes it will gonna land into your spam folder because it's not, it's still a brand new, or considered like a new domain in the internet. This domain has been there for a couple of years now. So the more time we stay up and running, we're gonna be earning more trust. But bear with us because we're a new company. So once you get this email, you need to click in here to say activate your account, your Mavware account. You just click in here, and you will receive a this message to say that this has been activated. Admin company user is being activated. So you just go to your app in Mavdesk, or go back to the site, mavdesk.com. You can go mavdesk.com, log in, and then you put in here admin company, and then your password, right? And you can, this is the same process whether you're using the mobile application or the desktop. This is the desktop so far. I don't see like any other screen. So can someone confirm you're still online? Do I have still people? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yes. I think we're on mute, but we can hear you.
That's okay. I wanted to have this confirmation because it happens to me that sometimes I'm doing a presentation and I find myself talking after 20 minutes, nobody's there. So that's why I'm constantly asking for updates. So thank you. You put your password, click in login, and then Mavdesk will gonna start for you. And this is a brand new stuff. So you have a place to put your photo, your profile. This is a new section of the announcements that is kind of like exciting. That's another feature that we're going to find its way into our website at some point this month. So and you have nothing. So there is an agent that we designed for you to go step by step to create your virtual office. So basic settings. You need to create your office first, right? So start now. You click in here, and you're gonna see the progress. So you have like 3 main steps to complete. So the first one is to create your virtual office. So if you don't have if your business is totally virtual, put any of the addresses in there. This is intended for your physical office to mock your virtual office, but if you can put, it's not you can put the address that you needed. The only thing we're using that for is just to for internal auditing purposes. So I can say Juan's office, for example. This is just my office. My street, let's say 612. It's Main Street. This is just the number. It's 612, and then Main Street. I don't have a suite. Zip code 75115. City of Tan de Soto, and my country is U.S. Right? Texas. Texas. My phone number. I'm going to put. It's not required. You can skip it if you don't want it. I'm the one that's going to be the supervisor for this. You can assign more users, but for now you just create one. So this is active, and we're going to have, this is a period to show task about to expire feature. So this is for the system to show in an alert banner all the tasks that are about to expire within now and 10 days. You can configure that as works for you. Then you can add just your office is right there. You click in next right here. You are done with your office. Now the next step is give your teams access for your virtual offices. If you click in next in here, here is where you can add your supervisor, supervisor, let's say supervisor 1. Let's say that, let's see if that works. This is my supervisor, it's a partner of me or whatever. Supervisor, and then I'm going to provide a email for him. So super at localhost, for example.com. This is just for testing purposes. Nobody will gonna have that email. And name, let's say this is Jaime Carrillo, for example. Let's say this is my supervisor. Let's see if that works. Create account. There you go. And also my operator, right? Operator 1, another guy that helps me. Let's give him an account. His operator and Juan at localhost.com. And he is, let's say, Jorge Martinez. And create account. So now I have a supervisor, and I also have a operator. I'm done with this, so clicking next. And this is just for bare minimum, right? For you to set up your account and everything. So departments. In departments, I start with general management. General management. I'm the one responsible for that department, and you will see why this is kind of like important. And this is if you have a business. If you don't have a business with one department, it's okay. That's fine. I got another one, operations, and this makes sense because operations is more for my partner, my supervisor. So he's the one that runs the operations department. And you don't have to configure the whole organization at once. If you are just trying to see if this fits for your company, configure the minimum for your organization that allows you to try Mavdesk benefits. So if you're done with this, then you just go and click in next. If you don't know what these products or services means, you can click in here in this question mark, and we provide you more information for you to understand what this is. So what is this? When users create tasks, they will need to specify the product or service related to their request. Then Mavdesk will load applicable reasons. So all this is configuration. So now you wanted to configure what products or services you want to expose or you wanted to manage by way of Mavdesk. And again, if you are just trying Mavdesk and you have thousands of products, configure a couple of them that you want to try by Mavdesk. And usually what people is doing is that they configure Mavdesk in parallel, and they have another system that is working with them right now, so they can try Mavdesk for certain products and keep going with the ongoing support that they already have with the current system they have. So that's some of what I have seen with some users of Mavdesk. So then click next. And here, I'm just going to keep it simple. I have a product 1, is very agnostic. Product 1, and then I will going to register my product 1, just like that. And I have a service 1, which could be any kind of service that you offer. There you go. I have one product and I have one service. I'm done with this for now. I'm going to click in next. And then we're still in the basic settings step. So add reasons and configure workflow. So this is, I really encourage you to read this, because this will explain you why the reasons needs to be configured. So you click in next. And let's say, I will say product. Well, first of all, I want to have a general questions reason, right? For someone that is looking for my product, if they have questions, then I want to provide that. So I will say general questions. And that general questions will apply for every single product that I have in my list. So this is the previous catalog. So I got one product, one service, so it's right there. And general management is the one that I want to attend those tasks. So the level is minor. You can have like different kind of priorities, and it will gonna be active. And estimated task completion date, I want my team or myself to be able to answer these questions within 3 business days, for example. And identify this task as an incident. This is not an incident. This is just a question. And show this reason to external users. I want them to be shown in the external users, and you will gonna see why in a few minutes. So add the reason. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, yeah. Sorry. You need to click in add. So they are added. And then the rest looks good for me. Add. And there you go. So now you have your reason. You can load it and update it. And it will gonna show the products you selected and so forth. So now let me just clean this up. And I want now a product support. This only applies for products. So I'm going to say product support. And this really depends on each of your business. So whatever makes sense to you, that's why it's that flexible. Whatever makes sense to you. In this case, all product support is being handled by my operations supervisor. I want every single product support ticket to go towards the operations area. So that means that when someone creates a task and create a task for that reason, which is product support, my supervisor will gonna be the one that receiving that task. And the beauty of that is that in the supervisor, you can put an email that is a group of emails. So if you have a group of operations personnel and you want them all to be aware about this email or this task that is coming in, then you can configure that email address as your supervisor, and that will cause Mavdesk to distribute the alert to all of that group if you have an email that is like a distribution list. So this is only for products. It is medium, I will say level. It's active. You have, I don't know, in your business, I will just going to say have one day to respond to this kind of incident. So this kind of pretty major. And identify tasks and incidents. Yes, this is an incident. I want this to be shown in the external users. So I'm going to create this like that, and something similar for your service, right? Like service support. I want the service support to go to general management. I'm the one providing this service, and I'm going to say this is kind of medium, and I have 5 business days for this. It's not that complicated. It is indeed an incident because something happens with my service. So, and I want this to be also disclosed to external users. And that's the way you create this is the more complicated catalog for you to configure. That's why we are offering the online consultation for your business to help you go through these configurations for free when you wanted to try Mavdesk or you wanted to use it for your business. Once you're finished with this, you just click next, and we're almost there. Contact methods. So this is a very straightforward catalog. This is you're going to configure here some options for your customers to contact your team or to disclose how they want to be contacted. I'm sorry. So what I have seen is some of those users put phone call. So that means that whoever is creating this task is asking you to give him a call. So you're going to see how all this information is merged together when you create a task. And another one is web comments. And this works well for people that like recurring customers. So we're going to add it. I'm fine with it. Next. And here we're going to, and the optional settings. You can have customers database. This is for customers service feature. So I can have my customer one, and this is just for recurring customers. This is not for a visitor for your website that just drop you a request and then goes and you will never deal with him again. This is for customers that you deal with them like in monthly basis or daily basis. This is a recurring customer, someone you have a business relationship already established with. So if I am, this customer one could be if I am, if my service is to provide web design, for example, I can have a recurring customer which I constantly deliver websites and flyers and that kind of stuff, right? So you can go with them and register it right here. The street for them, not needed, but if they provide to you, you can put I don't know, Main Street again. I believe it's again 612 Main Street, DeSoto, and country USA, state is Texas. This is very important as well, so you can put their contact information. The more information you put in here is better, because that will help your team to reach out to your customer in the event that they create a task for him. So you can create tasks on behalf of your customer, or your customer with a guest account can create tasks for you. So the more information you put in here, I don't know, this depends on your relationship with that customer or provider. Well, in this case, customer, you can just put it there. Contact name, I will say Emilio Sanchez and E. Sanchez. And this is the page URL if they have one. If no, this is not a big deal. So that's so you will be able to create a specific task for that customer. And then in next, you have providers as well, which is very similar catalog. You can go next and put in here your providers if you have. If no, you can skip it. This is optional. You don't need to have this to start using Mavdesk. Procedures of fixes and fixes. This is not required as well. You can skip it. However, this is a catalog where you wanted to use to share known issues, so known procedures to help your customers or your team to resolve incidents themselves. Like, I don't know, if you have a, if you provide a service that you install some kind of, let's say, like in this weather, when in this kind of time where we are about to receive some weather with low temperatures, and let's say your business installs electric kind of equipment to supply you with electricity, if in the event that the power is gone from your house and you have a backup, then if you install those kind of devices, there might be a standard procedure to turn them on or whatever whenever they go down. So for people that is asking you to go and fix the equipment because it's down, and if you know that there is a way that they can restart it themselves, you can document that information here somewhere, and you can add a file or URL with the links, so that whenever they create a task for you, Mavdesk will going to show this information to them so that they can resolve the problems themselves. So this is a way that Mavdesk helps you to defeat or decrease recurring issues. But I will show how this works in a minute. And then so you can, I'm going to skip for now. And this is the guest account. So I'm going to skip it for now. But if you click in here next, you can create an account for your customer or for your provider. In this case, you don't have any provider. So if you wanted to create for a provider, you need to register the provider and also the customer. So next, I'm going to skip this. And that's it. You have Mavdesk configure finished. And this is what you're going to see, right? This is your entity. This is a menu that is only disclosed for your admin. So in this case, let's just go to your entity. This is my Juan's office. And here I can create a task now, right? So I'm going to create a task on behalf of my customer, which is customer 1, right? It's already selected. You can select more if you have, but in this case we only have one. So the name is Emilio Sanchez, the company is customer 1, this is his phone number and his contact email. So the product is, he has a complaint for product 1, and he's asking for support, right? You can say something, and this can be also created by your customer in the event that he got a guest account. So in this is one method, so you can do it yourself, and you can say creating this task to provide support for customer 1. And then product 1, this is what I'm talking about. You can attach files in there, whatever files you think it's good. Let's say just this one, for example. And he wants to be contacted by phone. Submit the task. And this is part of the task manager. So you see how the numbers are created. So you have created these tasks. So, to help you remember what are you talking about. So if you go back and then you go to assign tasks, it's not assigned to you, but the task exists in there. So if you remember the task number, you can put it in there, go, and you're going to be able to find it. Or if you don't remember, then you can just go and say, well, the reason is products and services, and I want that to be active or open, right? That task. You can play with the filters and get the same result in different ways. You can click in here. You can see all this in the mobile application as well, where you can, this update level allows you to escalate the issue if you see there's no response, or if you want to categorize this as another kind of level, you can do that. You can extend the task due date. The system is telling you what is the due date for you that you configured in your reasons. And this is the part that I was talking about. So if you configure enough information, you're going to help your team to reach out to your customer. So the idea is that whoever is assigned, which in this case is supervisor, then he can reach out to your customer by calling him this contact phone number. It doesn't make sense that you put in there that the contact method is phone call like this, and you don't provide, a phone call or a phone number. You can see all the information that is attached to the task, and you can create comments. So you can say, please take a look at this task ASAP, for example. And you can assign it to operator 1, and then click in assign to. That way, you can start collaborating with your team, right? Operator, for example. And in your history, if you go to the history of the task, then you can see what's going on with the task, who created it, and who assigned to it, and that kind of stuff. So that's the way that this kind of stuff works. So now let's say that we fix this with well, let me just go back again. I want it to be all active tasks. And if this is fixed, and I have a known procedure, right? I wanted to say fixed name is, I will just going to say fix or common fix. Common fix for product 1 issue, like this. And fix the task, you can fix it. And you will notice that you will gonna have this fix.com thing or code created by the system, because you can create these procedures or this fix information on the go, So that means that you can go back to your settings where you have your departments, your products and services, your task reasons, customers, providers, and something, and some else like this. Task fixes, for example, you're going to see a new entry there. Common fixes. And if you have like a file that you wanted to share with your customers, let's just go to another file, something like procedure like this, and then updated it. Next time that somebody opens that task, guess what? This procedure to fix that problem is going to be shown. Let's try it. Create a task again, and then product 1. This was the one, and there you go. So the system is saying, hey, great news. We have a procedure that you can apply for this reason, and you have the solution right there. You don't have to open the task. And if you have a situation like that in your business, this feature will help you to reduce your recurring issues. And that's powerful because that allows you to focus on real issues. So you know that if you just at this point you can just say, hey, you can ask to your customer or whoever, say, hey, try this feature or this fix, or open the PDF, follow the steps, and you can fix the issue yourself. You don't have to wait for us. And still, if the customer wants you to visit their home or whatever is your business doing it, you can still do, and they can, as you can see, they can still go ahead and create a task for you. But there will going to be a tons of, I'm one of them included, and if I have this kind of feature when I'm reaching out to customer support for another business, I will going to pay money for them to save me some time and give me the procedure right now. This is what we meant to say in this feature right here, the website. This is what non-fixes is about. Right now, the HTML button, where is the other one? Right here. The HTML button, if you go to your offices and see my offices, you can have multiple, like I said, but in this case, we only have one. So if you load it, the system comes with this code. You see it right here? So this code, you can copy and paste it in your website, whatever makes sense to you. And you are going to see something like this, create task. You can also modify it, and instead of creating tasks, you can put whatever you want it. But the thing is, when you click in this button, then this is something that will going to appear in your for your customers in your website. Let me see, there is a warning message there about products and services. I believe what happens is that in your products, you did not specify, or I did not specify to show this to external users. So I need to, if you notice, it's saying you cannot use this screen because there's nothing to show in the products and services, and that is because it's not for external. All these so far, the product 1 and product on service 2, those are for our internal team, not for external. But I'm going to update it, so at least product 1 and service 1, both of them will going to be shown to external users. Update. And now I'm closing this one, go back to my offices like this, and click it again. Now I don't see that message, right? Because now there is something to show here. And this is for external visitors. You can configure your company logo if you want. Select the product 1 with your reason, and follow the steps to create a task. And that feature that I just shown for the product support, it will gonna also be shown in here if you configure to be in the external. So that's what basically Mavdesk does for you. It is a task manager, and also a place where you can store your information, all your and it also keeps the what is it, I will just going to go with Go and open query, and You see, so you close this task and it will remain there for the time you need for future references. Like I wanted to see what happens with this task, and I can go to history. I can see what happens with the task. I can run reports on it, and that's the basic functionality of Mavdesk. You can and how you take care about your customer. That's so this is a tool for you to take care about your customers, for you to store your database of customers in a secure way in the cloud. So if you lost your phone, all this information will gonna be there. You're gonna have your customers providers database. You will gonna have all these tasks information, so you don't rely on your device. If you lost your device, you broke your device, your tablet, computer, or your phone, no matter where you are, you just need to download the app again in a new device, and all your information will be there safe, totally safe. I wanted to end and give you some times for questions and engagement. I wanted to end with this show comments feature or the announcements board. So if you are an admin or a supervisor, you can manage announcements for your entire organization. This is more for big organization, but let's say if your business travels a lot in between countries, then you can, with the current situation we have, you can put in here resource to let them know the travel guidelines. Say, let's say, check the travel or the last updated travel guidelines. And link name, I would say last updated travel guidelines. You can go and do like, let's just go USA travel guidelines. If this is the link that you want your employees to be aware of, you can just copy this link, right? See what it does. This is the travel guide. Okay, there you go. If this is what you wanted to show them, then you just go back to your announcement, put the link in there, and you can say all offices, which in this case is only one office, that's okay. And if it's for everything, but you know, this might be only for supervisors. So if you just go supervisors, company admins, and operators, internal personnel only, then you just add it, and you can have this link to show for whatever user is showing. So for all your organization, you just go and do a refresh. And every time you access Mavdesk in your mobile device or by desktop, you will going to see this information. Let me just log out for a second so you can see how it works when you log in again. So what I was, admin company, yeah, that was my username, and then my password. You know, I'm entering Mavdesk, and you know, there you go. If I'm traveling a lot, then and I need to know something, then I'm just going to click in there, and I can see the information. And you can do that by way of a link, or you can add in here a document, PDF file. That's one of the last features that we have implemented in Mavdesk. Also in the reports, here, you can see this is another feature that we recently added, is to provide you with these two fields, which they tell you due date extended, no, which means that this task is fixed or completed. If it's closed or fixed, it is completed, and the system will going to tell you if this was done on time. It could be that it's done on time, but they cheated and extended the due date. The system will tell you, or this is the ideal scenario. And this information, when you have a tons of tasks, will going to help you to do a wise decisions in your business. So you can see which task by which reason has been. This is the reason right here. Which task by which reason has been completed on time without extended the due date. If you see a task that are completed on time, but it's constantly extending the due date, you might want to think in your recent configuration to allow more time for it, because probably this is something that you have to move in terms of the SLA that you provide to your business or whatever thing. So this report tells you what tasks were completed on time and without having to extend the due date, or which tasks were completed on time but they cheated, or if they were not completed on time at all, then you know that you have areas of enhancements right there. So I wanted to stop right there and see if you guys have any questions for me at this time. What do you guys think about it? Can you give me some feedback in here?
Yes.
What is it?
So I see, I'm reading in the comments for you. It says, would you be able to help set up a company for someone interested in trying out the software?
Yes. So what we have is, let me stop sharing right here so we can continue talking. We are offering, as in the newsletter, a free consultation that we can get together and analyze the business for you and help you configure Mavdesk, because it's not something that it's just obvious. So we can give you some advice on how can you get the maximum benefit of Mavdesk. Yes.
Okay. And then what kind of companies are a good fit to try this software to organize their office?
So so as soon as you need so this is fairly broad, and this is the way that we design it. Anyone that needs organization, it's a good fit for Mavdesk. This is intended more for medium-sized to small businesses, to also independent professionals like freelance, like web designers, like insurance companies. If you have like a carpets cleaner kind of business, is a good fit for this as well, because you can provide them with this tool, and your technicians can take pictures and attach it to the task. If you build homes and you need to coordinate against multiple vendors, this is a good fit for you as well, because you can create a task to build a home, and then you can control if that task is being directed to a certain people or to a certain group, to build the foundation first, and then to build the structure, put the electricity. You can capture all that in photos, and you can control that with Mavdesk. Does that answer the question a little bit?
Yes, yes.
I have a question, or a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Juan, my name is Jonathan. I'm a
Hello. Nice to meet you.
marketing and advertising agency called Undaunted.
Yeah.
And I actually came on some of my company as a project manager, so I have a lot of experience with different applications and
yeah,
a lot of pitches for different types of stuff. So I just want to give you a little bit of feedback. What we use right now is called Paymo, and it is a task manager specifically designed for creative services, which we really love. And we've been through like 6 or 7 different platforms, from Monday.com to Teamwork to different platforms. So I would suggest that when the question comes up of what company is this best suited for, you kind of have an answer for that that's a little bit more refined and specific, because I find that the generalists, Monday.com, Teamwork, they really fall short in a lot of instances when it comes to medium to small companies. They feel like they're for this massive, 100 6-person teams, and that's just not very relevant for me. So Paymo really sold me on, hey, we give specialized attention to smaller teams. We're specifically designed for creative services, which we provide. And that really, really sold me on their services. I approached them and they were like, hey, yeah, we can help you with this kind of solution. We had a specific problem and they were able to solve that. Right. I'm a loyalist from now on. And then finally, in these presentations, as you're like presenting some of this stuff, what would really help me connect to the content a little bit better is if you had case studies, real examples, or you can also kind of like generate examples, right, of like a company effectively using your product for whatever they are.
Yeah.
I really love seeing the way it works, right? But I'm sure that if I was going to purchase a product, I would have to go through all of those steps anyways, you know, and I would have, there's some guidance material that you have on your end. But, you know, it just really helps me connect to the thing if I know that it's, oh, here's a real estate agent using it for this, or here's a broker, here's insurance. That's something that I saw that I really connected with when I was looking at other products. Otherwise,
thank you.
I think it's a fantastic structure to what you're doing, and yeah, I hope the best for you. Just a little bit of feedback.
Thank you. So, and this is exactly the reason why we are also offering the online consultations, because we wanted to build those use cases, but I want them to be organic. So that means that I want to connect with some of you guys. As you can see, I can give up this software for free to you guys for a certain period of time, or whatever needs for you to determine if this is a good fit for you. And I want also to partner with you, learn and document the use case to say, hey, an insurance company is already using it, and you know, I will gonna take that opportunity also to listen to your feedback and enhance Mavdesk to build that use case. That way I can promote your business in my website as well, and this is an offer that I have been doing for the chamber, and you can get the software with the features you need. If I don't have them, I'll build them for you. And that's the end, what I wanted to get. But you know, we're starting it and we're promoting it, and yeah, thank you. That was a great advice. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And I completely understand about wanting to get that feedback or that use case organically, but I'm sure you have like a ideal client in mind as you're building it.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't let that stop you from having that. Just build something and be like, okay, this is what I think the best way it would be used for. I think it would get you further in communicating about your product.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
No, thank you.
Yeah, from a marketing perspective, I think that's really, really very helpful advice. Maria, you had some other comments, I think.
I think they might have, it pretty much answered your question, Sarah. I think it was.
Sure. I think.
What size company?
Juan, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Happy to learn more on what you've created. I was just asking, you know, you were saying that you did build this for a particular ideal client. Can you tell me more about who do you see as that ideal client, characteristics, you know, types of businesses, areas? That way we can see how we can further help you.
Oh, so it's basic. So at some point, I don't know if we have them in the website so at this time, but we have 3 types of customers that we identify as our buying personas, which the first one is like a real estate agent that is starting their business. It's like a startup that he got some network, and he got Mavdesk, and he can create tasks for the homes that he's trying to sell. And he also have some partners to build the house. So he can have this Mavdesk software with the documents that they need for the for this to sell the home, and you know, they have some templates and that kind of documents, and they can distribute this among small teams of real estates. That's one example. The other example that was really strong in Mavdesk was the constructors or the people that is building homes. So there was a guy, when I purchased my home, actually, what happens is that we got a misunderstanding and communication that delayed my home to be delivered on time. So that was because of a lack of collaboration. So the guy that when I was purchasing my home, he expressed the frustration not really gone into Mavdesk. He said, well, I want a system that I can create a task, because this is a task. It's just very big, but it's a task where I can say, well, I need to build this home. And then I can create accounts for my, what is it called? The foundation builder, and then the structure builder for the electrical, the plumbing, and the walls, and the that kind of stuff, right? Different teams among it. So he wants the systems to create this task, and then I am the broker, and I am saying, well, this task is ready, and I am assigning to the appropriate foundations builder, and I say, hey, can you start the project? You have the documents right there, please start. And nobody knows anything until I say is ready. And this is one of the backbones of the Mavdesk. That's why it's built like that. So if you have a builder company that you need to collaborate amongst different kind of contractors, then this is something I believe is fit for you. In fact, I believe I have a video in YouTube where you can see how a house is being built with this scenario. This is a use case. And I don't know if it's in my website right now, but we are doing some updates in a few days. I'm going to make sure that use case is there, because we have, yeah.
And I think that's the big thing, like that Jonathan was kind of mentioning. It's really, how are you solving the client's problem? You know, going back to that. And so even sharing that story, that's helping us relate more to what you're trying to portray and who you're trying to connect with. Because automatically I'm thinking, okay, brokers who work with people who are building houses, not just the construction industry, but kind of intertwining those.
Yes.
So, awesome.
And the third example is the people that with family-owned business, that they provide services in on-site, like carpet cleaners, pest defense controllers, all those guys that you have a crew outside. Mavdesk is very good to connect your crew on the field with your office, and you assign a task to them. They go and put the treatment, let's say, for pest control. And if they see a problem, then they will be taking pictures and everything. And we're going to automatically go to one task. And if you are the supervisor, you are the coordinator of the office for that, then you can see which one is on time, which one is not, what kind of problems they have in a video or in a photograph in each task, like I was showing. So that's the third one. For those one, I recently got a feedback, and it looks like they wanted to build a new button that says, well, we want to call a meeting. And I believe I put a poll in there in the Facebooks to see how do you guys think about that feature, because it's kind of like we need to do some development to integrate with the partners. But the idea is that you can, if you are in your on-site service and you don't know what to do, that your technician, they can call this meeting, this button, put the people that he needs to talk to, and then create a new meeting in Zoom or in WebEx or in Skype, something where you can start talking with your people and you can show the video of what's going on, so you can support your technician, that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are the three mains that we were building Mavdesk upon it.
Awesome. Yeah, I love the announcement section. I think that's great, especially like in my field when the pandemic was coming along. It was important for us to notify our team, okay, these are the protocols, this is what's going to now be in place. So great
exactly
job.
Yeah, and that's, you know, if you put that announcement, everybody that logs in your company that you configure, you will gonna see all the time until you deleted it or inactivated. Yeah.
Well, Juan, this was awesome. I think we were able to collect some good feedback. You gave us some good examples. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what that could bring for a lot of different trades. And we look forward to looking more into that. We thank you so much for coming to Lunch and Learn today with us at Greater North Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We're going to go ahead and end the recording now, but thank you. If you want to continue and stay on and have more questions for Juan, you're more than welcome to stay on. Thank you.
I would like to also make a mention that any of you members that have a product or a company are welcome to present a Lunch and Learn for us. I think this is a great way to really finding out what it is that you do, because a lot of times your name or just your industry may not tell us a lot. I mean, we're in different industries. It's a different lingo altogether. I mean, everything that I heard today, I'm having to look up, make little notes, because I mean, how can I make intelligent questions if I already don't know what you're talking about? And but now I know a little more. Now I made some notes. Now whenever something comes up, I say, oh, you need to talk to Juan. He really has a good solution for you, because I understand a little better what you do. So I extend this invitation to anyone that hears us. If you're a member, you have this opportunity. You come and present your products, your services, and we'll be glad to share and connect you with the right people. So thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you. I just finalized with, I put a link in there in the chat for all those that they wanted to connect with me or schedule like online consultation with me. You can click in that link, and I will gonna receive your message with your email and everything. Just do that, and I'll be glad to help.
Great.
Would you want to share your phone number with us, just in case anyone wants to connect with you?
Yeah, let me see. I have my phone number. I don't dial myself, but
That's all of our struggle.
yeah. So let me see. And I have two. One, this is for Mavware. So where is my phone number for? It's 682. Well, let me put it in the chat. Is that
Okay.
better?
Yeah.
682-772. There you go.
Great.
Thank you so much.
All right, we will share this with people. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Have
Thank
a
you.
good weekend.
It was awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's be part of something greater. You got this.